to my channel. I'm Donna, and I want to start off saying a big thank you and welcome to my new subscribers. I went and visited the honors fellow students at the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, and they all subscribed to my channel, so thank you. And I want to come to you today to tell you it's a beautiful springy-like day. My trees are in blossom, and I am so looking forward to spring. I've been doing some repotting, getting my garden ready for vegetables, and so yes, this is going to be a good year. And it's Valentine's Day today. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. When I edit this, I'm not sure if it'll still be Valentine's Day, but it is for me. So I'm going to come to you with another book haul, and here are some of the books that I purchased. I had to break it up because I think I ordered like 13 books in January. So here's part 2, and let me get started. It's the first book I ordered. It's been circulating. Some people may have already read it. It's popular. It's by Jesmyn. Let Us Descend. This is a historical literary fiction. I'm going to keep my synopsis, my summaries brief, because I got quite a few of them here. So, Let Us Descend is a reimagining of American slavery, as beautifully rendered as it is heart-wrenching, searching, harrowing, replete with transcendent love. This novel is a journey from the rice fields of the Carolinas to the slave markets of New Orleans and into the foursome heart of a Louisiana sugar plantation. And as you know, in Louisiana, I think they have Mardi Gras going on. I wish I was there to celebrate, but so I'm gonna keep this brief because I know you're gonna probably hear and see a lot about this book. The next book I purchased is by Safiya Sinclair, and that's How to Say Babylon. This is a memoir. So I'm going through the airport. I can't remember where I was. I think I was coming from Michigan, and this book was everywhere on the shelves. I've seen other YouTubers talk about this book, and I think even former President Obama weighed in on this book. But anyway, it's a cultural personal memoir. How to Say Babylon is the stunning story of the author's struggle to break free of her rigid Rastafarian upbringing, ruled by her father's strict patriarchal views and repressive control of her childhood, to find her own voice as a woman and poet. So I've already heard good things about this. It's a culture that I know very little of, but I am so open to read and learn. So if you've read it, give me some feedback. What did you think? Also, oh, this is interesting. Okay, come on, you guys. This is a table book, a coffee table book. I still have it in the wrapper. I haven't even opened it yet, but this is, let's see, Supreme Actresses, Iconic Black Women Who Revolutionized Hollywood. And this is by Marcellas Reynolds. Marcellas Reynolds, a coffee table book. And it's got, looks like a model here on the back. Lupita. I cannot say her last name. You all know her by Lupita, who's been in Black Panther, some other, because she's a very good actress. And this book couldn't be more perfect because it comes on the heels of my reading all these books about entertainers. I've read about Hattie McDaniel. I just finished reading about Ella Fitzgerald and Marilyn Monroe. And so I'm really going to get into this. This is nice and heavy. So I'll briefly tell you who all's in here. It says it's a comprehensive collection of photographs, interviews, and profiles of the most influential Black actresses who have worked in film, television, and theater. This is going to be awesome. Let's see. Why don't we just open it up? What am I waiting for? Why am I savoring that? I don't know. But we're going to open it up and take a peek inside. All right. Woohoo. Oh, the first Sanaya Lathan. Sanaya Lathan. I like her. Monique. These are just a few. Paula Patton. Nash Sinclair. I think, may she rest in peace. I think we lost her. Let's see. Gabrielle Union. Oh, and there's more. But anyway, this is going to be a fun flip through. So, moving on. Another book I purchased is called, and the cover. You know, I'm a cover girl. I should change my title of my YouTube channel to Cover Girl. Because this got me. It's Soiled, the story of a Black mother's garden. And this is autobiographical. It is about culture and flowers. This is by Camille T. Dungy. And in Soiled, the story of a Black mother's garden, poet and scholar Camille, let me make sure I get this lady's name right because I'm sure she's worthy. Camille T. Dungy recounts the 7-year odyssey to diversify her garden in the predominantly white community of Fort Collins, Colorado, when she moved there in 2013 with her husband and daughter. The community held strict restrictions about what residents could and could not plant in their gardens. Really? Okay. In resistance to the homogenous policies that limited the possibility and wonder that grows from the earth, Dungy employs the various plants, herbs, vegetables, and flowers she grows in her garden as metaphor and treatise for how homogeneity threatens the future of our planet. I can't say these words. And why cultivating diverse and intersectional language in our national discourse about the environment is the best means of protecting it. And this fits because I was out working in the garden, repotting plants, and I could learn something from this, I'm sure. And I'm ready to dig into why they were restricted, what she could grow. I mean, why? So pick it up, or if you've read it, give me some feedback. Another book I purchased is called Things They Lost by, here we go, I'm going to say this name, Okwiri Oduor. Okay. See that name? Can you do better? I apologize if I butchered it. But the cover attracted me, and it's literary fantasy fiction. Not normally my genre of reads, but this sounded pretty interesting. I'm gonna read a quick synopsis. Things They Lost sets out a rich and magical vision of girlhood as a time of complexity. It's a story about connection, coming of age, and the dizzying dualities of love at its most intoxicating and all-encompassing. So, if you've read it, I want to know what you think. What you think? All right. So another book I purchased. Oh, can't wait to get to. This has been on my wish list. And if you all read The Personal Librarian, which I gave 5 stars to this, and it was very good. A collaboration from 2 authors, Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray. It was an excellent read, and they collaborated again with the First Ladies. And this is historical fiction, one of my favorite genres. Well, listen to what it's about. The daughter of formerly enslaved parents, Mary McLaughlin, refuses to back down as white supremacists attempt to thwart her work. She marches on as an activist and as an educator, and as her reputation grows, she becomes a celebrity, revered by titans of business and recognized by U.S. presidents. Eleanor Roosevelt herself is awestruck and eager to make her acquaintance. Initially drawn together because of their shared belief in women's rights and the power of education, Mary and Eleanor become fast friends, confiding their secrets, hopes, and dreams, and holding each other's hands through tragedy and triumph. Whew. So, I understand on my husband's side of the family, there's some history with Mary McLaughlin. His great aunt was very good friends with Mary McLaughlin. I think they went to school together. So there's some connection there. I'm excited to read about, and there's, I'm going to do some more research on Eleanor Roosevelt. She sounded like she was a wonderful person. And so anyway, if this book gives me some insight into some historical facts, and I dig further into some background of these 2 women, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So, The First Ladies, pick it up. And last but not least, the most current book I purchased was Flipping Boxcars. Okay. Look at that cover. Look at it. It's gorgeous. It really is. And who wrote it? The author is Cedric the Entertainer. His name is Cedric Kyles. So, let's read what it's about. It's a mystery, detective, historical fiction. A propulsive debut crime caper from Cedric the Entertainer, one of the original kings of comedy. Let's go down here. Flipping Boxcars is not only a raunchous ride, but a Valentine to the close. Okay, I'm losing some light over here. You may not see it, but I'm having problems. Okay, let me start over again. Flipping Boxcars is not only a raunchous ride, but a Valentine to the close-knit Black families and tightly woven communities that struggled to get by during the Depressions in World War II. This dazzling, fast-paced debut novel pays homage to Cedric's beloved grandfather and a past generation, is anchored by rich, multi-dimensional characters and oozes with irresistible charm. Cedric the entertainer pulls readers in and doesn't let them go. Okay, need I say more? So, looking forward to reading that. Looking forward to it. Mystery, detective, and historical fiction based around his family bloodline. All right, now let's talk about what I have read, and I finally caught up on some of my TV shows. First one I caught up on, and I didn't know it was the last season, and that was for, if anybody's read the original, Queen Sugar. And this is by Natalie, Baszile, and they made it into Ava DuVernay. She is the director, and she made a series out of Queen Sugar. I love that series. I loved it. She made them look rich in blood, legacy, turned them positive out of negative situations. I even loved how she ended the series. I'm not giving it away. If you all haven't seen it, there will not be a season 8. It's 7 seasons, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it. I enjoyed all the characters. Yes, some of them got on my nerves, but they all had their own individuality within the series. So if you haven't seen Queen Sugar or read the book, because some of the storyline is different from the book, but the book is good as well, and then spin off into watching the series, I think you'll be pleased. You'll enjoy it. And I also read with my book group recently, I just finished Black Cake. Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. I have read and heard so many alternating reviews on this book. Some people hate it, some people loved it, and some were in the middle of the road. Well, I liked it. I must admit there were a lot of characters in this book, and there were a lot of subject matters. I loved the different things that it pointed out, such as surfing. Surfing was not always a California sunburned white boy riding the waves. The Caribbean also had surfing, where the Caribbean island people, native Caribbeans, surfed. I love how they brought that out. I was not aware that there were a big culture of Asians in the Caribbean. And so I learned through this book, which is based on some historical facts, and yes, did a little research, and yes, there were a lot of Asians. The foods, I could not relate to or understand a lot of the foods. However, that should not stop you from learning about their culture. It should not. There's many things to explore. A lot of people didn't know about Black Cake. I discussed this with my book club, and one lady even went so far, thank you, Michelle, purchasing a black cake so that she herself, personally, in her other book group, could sample it and make better relation to the recipe and the love of black cake within this book and a tradition. So I learned about culture. I learned about immigrants. And it told me about losing a love and a whole family to sacrifice for yourself. And then, wow, you don't know how much time you have left in this world, so you've really got to be family, you know, and you got to pass on your legacies to your children. But I just started watching the series on television, A Black Cake, and I'm in the second episode, so I don't want to give anything away. And it's good. It pretty much closely relates to the book, but it has some good values in it, and I'm enjoying it so far. There's been a lot of, from book to adaptation on film, that's been done within just this year alone. So I'm looking forward to watching more of the series. And finally, so I don't drag this video out any further, I want to show you just what I'm reading real quick, and that is How the Word is Passed. I'm reading this for my book club, and I'm only like 15% in, but I'm listening to it on audio, read by the author Clint Smith. And I'm learning. It's packed with criticism, history, the dynamics of the culture of today. He's visiting all these different plantations or places that talked about slavery, and it's awesome so far. And I'm sure when I finish this, it's gonna leave a mark in my brain. And I may put this next to Isabel Wilkerson's book. Oh Lord, why did I draw a blank? I'll show it up here. The Warmth of Other Suns. This may go up next to that as far as teaching you and you're learning about the history of slavery in this world and their thoughts about our legacies in history. So far, that's very good. I'm also reading Mother Country, Jacinda Townsend. As you saw, this was my TBR jar pick. Okay. I'm struggling, you guys. I'm struggling with this, even though I am only on page 13. She's in Morocco. It's all these people, sites, and places that I cannot identify with. She's even using words that I'm like, okay, I need a dictionary. I don't know what she's saying. I'm going to keep pushing through. I don't want to DNF this, which is did not finish. I will finish this. It may take me a little long, but I don't know what to say about this right now. Okay, we don't want to say anything bad yet. So, woo, if you read it, just give me a little blurb and say it gets better or just DNF it. I don't know. Just help me out here. But I'm going to end this video here, and you all have a very happy Valentine's Day, and I'll be coming back to you soon with another video and tell you more about what I'm reading and give you, a review. I got a review of Can't We Be Friends coming up, and that's by Denny S. Bryce and Eliza Knight. And okay, I will give my full review on that. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.